everybody. Welcome back to an Angel live stream. My name's Allie. I'm so excited for today's stream. We are talking about MechWest. It's an animated series that has just come to Angel Studios. We'll be talking with the show's creators, Dave and Noah Gallagher. I'm so excited for you to meet them. I think we just jump right in and let them tell us a little bit more about the show themselves. So welcome, Noah and Dave. Hi, you guys.
Thank you. Hi.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, so I'm Dave, and I'm the creator of the show, MechWest. And I've directed all the episodes, and because we're a small team, I've done a whole lot of other things too. But we do. I know that you're only seeing us today, but it involves like maybe 80 plus part-time people each episode. So there's a lot of people that aren't here on camera that are helping a lot.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And I'm Noah Gallagher. So I co-wrote the episodes of MechWest, and I've been assistant directing since, I think, episode 3.
That's awesome. I love that so much. Thanks for introducing yourselves. Would you guys mind, for some of our viewers today that maybe haven't seen MechWest yet, would you just give them a brief, maybe elevator pitch or just an idea of what the show's all about?
Yeah. So the basic concept is, what if there were robots in the Wild West? And the story is about this girl named Pearl who lives in this Western nation, like the Old West. And she's kind of different. She's sensitive towards the mechs. She kind of treats them like an animal lover would treat animals, like her friends or her pets, while other people in town just kind of kick them around. They treat them like old cruddy tools that you'd throw out and get replaced with new ones if you had the money. So she's a little special in that way. And she goes on this journey when she meets this new mech, who seems to be from a different place and has something special about him. And the whole show is just about all these different people with different ideas and cultures and how they can come together and find understanding with one another.
That's awesome. I want to know how this kind of came to be. What was the inspiration, or where did the idea come from for the series?
Yeah, well, I mean, I see that one of the questions is talking about, well, you've got cowboys and ninjas,
Yeah,
and robots. It's a little eclectic, a little strange.
Yeah.
Some of it is sort of bringing in desert cultures from different time periods. And of course, it's all, it's only very loosely based on history, and it's all fantastical and a new take. But there was a time, if you rewind a few hundred years or more, where sort of like the Arab world, the Persian world, was scientifically more advanced than the Western world. And a lot of people don't know about that, but there was a time when they were the scientific leaders. And I thought, how interesting would it be if we sort of plopped that concept down, this fictional culture down that has some of that flavor, right with these cowboys, and what a culture clash that would be, So you get the Wild West, the Old West, and then you add this sort of like stuck up, multiple stuck up culture, but they clash basically. We have four nations or cultures, and they clash, and they don't particularly get along that great. And part of the show's story is how that gets resolved.
Yeah. What was that like, trying to balance kind of all of those different cultures and things that you were bringing into one show?
Yeah. That one?
Well, we're still going to be finding that, I guess, as we go, because we haven't even fully introduced them really. So we've shown a little bit of the main culture we're set in is called Meridian. So this is an alternate world. They're basically the United States in the 1870s era. And then we've introduced just a few characters from Piraj, which is the culture kind of inspired by ancient Persia. But we've just scratched the surface of that. So we've seen some of their mechs and some of their people, but really we've mostly only seen the bad guys so far. We're going to introduce some other characters. And then,
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. And in our fourth episode, we're going to take another brief look at one of the other cultures, which is inspired by the Native Americans.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. So that's going to be
Okay,
fun.
so we're still unraveling. You guys are still bringing these elements together. I was so excited to see more. I loved, what's out so far. So I'm excited.
Thanks.
There's you asked a question like, where did the idea come from?
Yeah.
The other part of that is sort of the story bit, and how that started was kind of understanding Pearl, like what's this dynamic here. So one of my daughters is seems to attract animals, especially dogs. They just will, like, they'll walk by everyone else and they'll come up right to her. So she has this like kind of weird connection to them, and so that inspired this this
I love
idea
Mm.
that these mechs like Pearl. So we kind of treat them as if they're animals. The mechs.
Yeah. So there's just something about her when we can't really sure what it is, that the animals seem to like, or in the show's case, that the mechs seem to like.
Yep.
I love that. What a nice life. And all the dogs love you. I love dogs.
Yeah.
No, that's special too. That's who that's inspired by. I love that. Okay, do you guys have a favorite character that you can share with us, and what makes them your favorite character?
Well, yeah, it's really hard for me to answer that because I really like them all, and it's very difficult. If I had to choose, I don't know, Casey is a favorite for sure because he's just so varied and so interesting. People tend to like him, like his voice. We like that he's got this. I don't know why we shouldn't like this character the most because he's slimy, but people tend to really like him, and he's kind of interesting. It is interesting to see his arc too. Like, he's very, very tempted by sleazy, possibilities in episode 3 and episode 2. So it's really fun to see. And I suppose if I had to choose, maybe Casey, but I'm very excited for everyone to see the different main characters.
Yeah.
The ones we haven't introduced yet too.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again when we know more about them, and then you can tell us your favorite at that point too.
True, yeah.
Noah, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I mean, for one, I could also say Casey, because it was like, he's the character who was kind of my creation. I was I think it's fun that people like him. I want to. We're gonna get to see and let the other characters shine throughout the series too. But I think he is a fun character. But I guess I will say, just to give a different answer, that in our next episode, there's a character coming up who's from the American Indian inspired culture, who I think is really just funny, and he's like an artist who's really full of himself, and there's another just really funny type of character. I think he was played so well. I'm really excited for that one.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like the counterpoint to the practical cowboy culture of the no nonsense, and then the counterpoint is this sort of like stuck up artist type. Anyway, he's pretty entertaining.
I love that. Oh, I'm excited to meet him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So we have these characters. We also have the mechs, and I would love to know. I think they're cute. I relate a lot to Pearl, where I'm just like, they're like little animals, and we need to take care of them. But I want to know. I'm going to say that question one more time because I keep saying I want to know, and that's got in my head about that. So I love the mechs. How did you guys design those, or come up with kind of what they were going to be and what they were going to look like?
Yeah. So that was kind of the original concept, is kind of thinking about that issue. Like, what would mechs look like if they were built then? And some of it is sort of a childlike wonder kind of feeling, where let's say you watch the TV show The Flintstones, I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yeah.
But, it asks like nonsensical questions that only would make sense to a child's mind. Like, what would a car look like in the Stone Age? Like, it doesn't make sense, but it's funny. It's fun. It's fun to watch. And the design of the house is all made with stone. And it's just so cute. So whimsical.
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's like, oh, what would their robots have looked like back then? It's a funny question. It doesn't make sense, but and then it starts from there. And so we thought, and actually the initial concept was, hey, they wouldn't talk, they wouldn't be vocal, they'd be non-verbal, and that they would just have this readout that was kind of like a cash register, showing the words. So that was in the initial idea, which is like almost 10 years ago now. And and then the look is kind of, if you look at machinery from that era, it has a certain look. It's very weighty. It's very, very tough, thick, and
a lot of cast iron stuff.
On the cast iron, we avoid certain things. Like there's no hoses, no like bendy things. So much of robot design is in a very different place from what we have. Ours is like kind of stiff and and by the way, almost all the mechs, like they seldom actually bend their arms. I don't know if you ever, or their legs. They seldom bend. They're very stiff, and that's kind of reminiscent of a toddler running around.
Yeah.
So it's a different look, and I find it really fun and really I don't know. It's just different.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I love to hear kind of those little, just your thought process behind it. Because now when I go back to watch it, I'll notice some things that you've pointed out and be like, oh, I noticed now that the arms aren't moving or bending. And I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
You mentioned that this, you've been working on this for at least 10 years. I'd love to hear about how each of you kind of got involved and what drew you into want to work on this project. Noah, maybe can we start with you on that?
Yeah, well, I guess so. Dave, who's my dad, had the idea 10 years ago, and then it was kind of a floating kind of pipe dream for a while, and then I guess around 2020 was when he had enough kind of resources and experience and potential collaborators around that we really started exploring it. So at first it was just us two just talking, kind of see if we could build a full series idea from the story concept, and then we built it out enough where I was like, okay, I guess it's time to start writing this. So we brought on another person who's my friend Clifford James Taylor, who likes writing as well, and we started writing, and we kept bringing on new people, and it's just kind of been slowly snowballing ever since then.
It's fun. Dave, I guess we kind of talked through like where the ideas came from and stuff, but what made you want to pursue this story?
Well, some of it is, so we have a company that is an animation school.
Oh.
And so we teach 3D animation, and it's Anim School. It's an accredited school. It's online. And we're one of the largest animation schools in the world, and actually.
Wow. That's really impressive.
So we have all these graduates and these students that are super talented, and the thought occurred, we put out these showcases that show their work. Some of them go viral. They get millions of views, tens of millions of views. And so we thought, well, maybe we could all do a project together. So that's kind of how the idea began. And it's by the way, it's not a school project in the sense that, we're not sort of taking advantage of people and they pay us to work on the show. They're all paid positions, just so everyone knows it's not.
Don't come at him in the comments.
It's a commercial production, but it is, based on it. It's like a sister company of the school. And that means that when new up and coming talent is, these people are just sort of like about to graduate. Well, we have this wonderful benefit of knowing who they are and asking them, do you want to work on the show? And at this point, the quality is really high and the opportunity is pretty nice for a lot of them, and many of them join and work on it. So that happens all the time, every term, continually, new people, and eventually someone will go off other jobs as well. But it's an opportunity, and it's largely because we're a sister company to a school.
Yeah, that's really special. I love that. I didn't know that. I love that that's giving them the opportunity, and they do a great job. It looks really good. That's so impressive. Okay, so this idea came about, everyone started getting involved. Can you, for those that are new to MechWest, tell us a little bit about where you first publicly shared MechWest and kind of what that initial reaction was to the series?
Well, we initially shared it with different companies, so different streamers, the big distributors and streamers that you've heard of. We have different connections and enough that we were able to pitch it to a lot of those. Nice. A few of them were interested, and some of them didn't quite feel like it matched what they were doing at the moment. We did have some interest for various reasons. It came out that we didn't actually have a deal. One of the interesting things is that most of these companies, they want an idea very early on, when you're still figuring everything out, so that they can drive a lot of it. In our case, we were further along. We were already doing production. We were already doing the first episode, and so that's not something that they have as much ability to change.
Yeah,
we kind of thought we would be ahead of the game because we're like, we have our own resources. We can kind of start it ourselves. We were kind of naive, I guess, but we're glad we did it the way we did, because we kept creative control and all that.
Yeah.
But it's like Hollywood, they thought our show was really cool, but it's just Hollywood's not buying a ton of original IP right now. Most people are aware of that. So it's a lot of, maybe if we were an established book series or or an established IP, maybe they would. Anyway, that's how it goes.
Yeah. So, with so many of these types of ideas, we didn't want to be the people that sat around and said, well, it didn't work out, let's move on and do something different. So our nature is more that, hey, we're just going to do it ourselves, and we'll see what happens, and that's what happened. And then I felt like it got good enough, it got entertaining enough that people like this, and so we wound up putting it on YouTube. It wasn't designed to be a YouTube show, because you think about YouTube content, you have people making content very inexpensive, or you can make many minutes of content super inexpensive. This is a high cost, for us, it's high cost.
You want a fast turnaround on YouTube. So if we'd set out to make a YouTube show, we would have probably come with a completely different idea and look.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't know if it's been has it been 2 years, year and a half since we posted on YouTube, and just sort of
at least 2 years
building an audience.
Yeah, wow. And the response has been really good. We hadn't caught on to super virality, but we did get several millions of views. It wasn't enough to sustain a YouTube the budget doesn't come from YouTube, basically.
Right.
YouTube pays very, very little, and
well, and especially you didn't create it originally to be a YouTube channel series, so I get that. So I guess then, after being on YouTube, what drew you to Angel? What was that progression like for you guys, and that decision to come to Angel as a platform?
Yeah, as we were pitching and creating and looking around, what are the opportunities, what are the options, Angel Studios started to become more prominent, and so it was on our radar. We pitched it to the guild members, and it was well received. Yeah. But that was a few years ago when they're trying to figure out everything, how do we how do we make things work, how do we fund things, how do we monetize it, and so it didn't get very far, and so we were approached not too long ago, and and again, sort of Angel Studios is on the rise with big productions. Also, this animated content with the David movie, and so we felt like, hey, this could be a great opportunity, especially like breaking into general family entertainment a little bit more. So less like specific and more getting into, hey, your average viewer out there would be interested in, this show. And we felt like that would be the case, and it scored pretty highly. The first episode especially scored very highly. So we have high hopes.
Yeah, I think the Angel audience will really like our show, and we've liked especially like a lot of the recent stuff Angel's been working on. So I think it's all coming together. We're excited. I think it could work out.
Yeah, we're excited too. We're so excited to have you on, Angel, and obviously the guild is as well. So for those viewers that maybe found you on YouTube, and now they're gonna have to switch over to a different platform to see this, do you have anything that you want to say to them that might be on this stream with us tonight?
Well, first of all, thank you. We wanted people to see it. You make something, put your heart and soul into it. A lot of people did, and we want people to see it. And that's the cool thing about YouTube. It's not the best way to make money unless you really, really, really go super viral. And then even then, it's not. It's more of a opportunity for other companies to see that they want to partner with you and do things. So it's more like,
or you sell a lot of merchandise or something.
Merchandise. So at the level we are, it's something where we knew that someday we would need a streamer, distributor of some kind, a partner that could take it to the next level. And so that's our message to the YouTube audience is come join us on the Angel platform. And some people, if they don't have the money right now, we have watchers in all different countries and different situations, might not be able to afford it. Maybe in the future you can join and when we're further along, and then watch more of the series. But at least it gets made, and that's the exciting thing.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Go ahead, Noah.
Oh yeah, just we have just so many big plans for the future of MechWest. We want to make a lot of seasons. So yeah, it's like we were definitely all the time. We're happy to show what we were up to on YouTube to help find our audience. But we, of course, that's the way it works. It doesn't happen. It's not like growing vegetables in your garden. You have to. It costs a whole lot of money. It doesn't happen. Just by the march of time. It takes a whole lot of budget, and we are excited to get it to you guys with the use of more production partners and things like that.
Yeah, that's great. If you guys are previous MechWest fans from YouTube, tell us in the comments what your favorite episode's been so far. We want to hear from you, and just let us know. I mean, there's also viewers today that haven't seen it yet. Maybe let them know why they should go into the Angel Guild and watch that. I hear we have a special sneak peek. Speaking of hoping to make more episodes and things like that, we have a special sneak peek for our viewers today. I think we should watch that. I think we should move on to that.
Yeah,
what do
let's
you guys
check it
think? Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Noah, do you have anything to set this up before?
I know. Set the stage.
Yeah. This is the first scene of episode 4. So this is how it opens, and we'll see a new kind of variety of mech we haven't seen before.
Yep.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yep. There's a lot of fantastic new mechs in this episode. All right, here we go.
Okay, let's do it.
Wait! It's okay. I won't hurt you. Oh, hello. Are you a stray? There must be a coal deposit nearby. Hey! Hey!
Oh, feed those things, Pearl. Huh? Get back here, you mangy snapper!
No, Pico! Don't hurt them. Pico, stop!
Huh?
Skip?
Oh, stupid, useless mechs!
They took all the food.
My canteens, my tonics, my silverware, my catalogs.
Looks like it's up to me to find breakfast.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. They stole food.
They were stealing everything.
I'm like, the plot thickens.
If you look closely, they actually steal a wad of cash. You could see that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
I missed that.
Yeah, they're like,
my gosh.
someone hear that, you're like, wait, do they need food? Like, they're just like, they're stealing everything, you
They're
know,
just
they
taking
want
it all.
junk. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love all like they're laughing, just like running away. Like they're like devious little guys, but also I love them already. Oh my goodness. Anything that I loved that. Anything that you want to share about that clip with either, existing audience members or maybe the new Angel audience coming in to see this? Anything that comes to mind you want to share?
Well, we haven't really seen sort of like little devious mechs before, so it's a bit of a shock. But
It was.
yeah, they're so cute. They're kind of like they have a feeling of the movie Gremlins. If you ever seen that, so
Yeah.
Yep.
they're just little terrors, and they're just fun. While they're not exactly scary, but maybe a
Right.
group of them might be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Like
and
if
the
I was
idea is,
there, maybe. But
Yeah.
yep, they're like, so they're strays, basically. I feel like there's a
Yeah.
lot of like, you read between the lines for their backstory, but they were mistreated, and then they ran away or something, and they formed their own gang. Basically what's going on.
Just like the Lost Boys. Is that what's going on?
The Lost
Yeah.
Boys. I love that.
But yeah, definitely like very Gremlins-esque. They're
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're like,
Oh my goodness. I'm
And
so
then
excited for people
We
to
have
see this.
also this whole other culture that we're going to be introduced, and they have a whole different style of mech. So anyway,
Oh,
very
really?
exciting. So yeah, we'll be wrapping up animation here in a few weeks, and then we'll need a number of weeks to do render. We don't have a instant render pipeline. It takes quite a while. So,
Takes a minute.
but yeah, hold tight, and we'll be releasing soon.
Oh, I'm so excited. Well, we have a few questions. First of all, thank you for letting us see a peek into the next episode. I am so excited, as I'm sure people at home are as well, and the guild. But we do have a few questions for you before we kind of wrap up today, if you're okay with that.
yeah.
The first question that we have for you guys is, how much of MechWest will stay on YouTube?
Noah, do you want to
Yeah.
take that?
Yep. So the first episode's going to stay up on YouTube. If you compare, so if you're eagle-eyed, you can compare. I think there's a handful of things we tweaked on the new version that's on Angel, so you could watch that for the updated version, which I think they're going to make free for anybody to watch, is the first episode. But it will also remain
That's
on
awesome.
YouTube, our original post. And
That's
then
great.
we will keep posting episode clips, behind the scenes, trailers, all that kind of stuff onto the
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
That's great. I think you need to post that clip, and it needs to be called Lost Boys. Just kidding. You can name it whatever you want. That's great. With your vision for this series, do you have a number of seasons that you're planning on?
Yes, go ahead again.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
more.
Yeah, so it always varies with what I feel like there used to be larger seasons, so I think if we released before, it would have been 3 seasons. Now we're thinking of 6,
Yeah.
and they're going to be shorter. But 6 is a
nice.
more fitting number anyway. So
Yes, I love that.
yeah, but yeah, so I think it's about 7-8 episodes per season or so, and yeah, six seasons just about.
That's great. Okay, our next question is, who are some of your voice actors?
Yeah. So the main actress of Pearl is named Natalie Rarick. We found a lot of these people just because we don't have the Hollywood resources like agents and
Right.
stuff. So we were just going on various voiceover websites trying to find, and we happened upon a lot of serious talent. So she's really good. Luis Bermudez, who has done a ton of projects. He's super professional. He's great. But he does Pico.
Okay.
And then Truman Florence is the voice of Casey. And he was, I believe, a friend that Clifford, our co-writer, introduced us to. And he hadn't done any voiceover work before, but he had such a perfect voice for it, and he's done great as well.
Oh, I love that.
Yep.
I think how it started is Clifford, the co-writer, said, "Hey, you have a funny voice. You should be like a cartoon character or something."
Yeah, just
No way.
before any MechWest happened, yeah, he was
Sure.
like, "You've got a
This is
cartoon type voice," and
So there you go. That's how it.
That's awesome.
And I
Yeah.
heard his voice, and every time I heard another, audition, and I thought, nope, we have to go back to the first audition, which was Truman.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were
I
like
love
other
that.
good auditions with good acting and
Right.
stuff, and it could have maybe worked, but we went. Yeah, Truman's voice was just sounded iconic
good.
instantly. Yep.
Yeah. I love
So we
that.
loved
Were
it.
you guys super heavily involved in the audition process and kind of nailing down who would voice all these characters?
Yeah, we're pretty much just we're sort of a one-man band, so to speak.
Yeah.
Doing
That's
almost.
great.
Like we hire people for a few of the things that we have nothing to do with, like music and sound effects
Yeah.
and things like that. But we handle a whole lot of the process, or we have
Wow.
up to this point.
That's incredible. I like that. I was gonna just be like, "Are you guys doing okay? That's a lot of work."
You could see why we
Send
need
you a
partners.
pillow and yeah,
Yeah,
The answer to that question would be different at different times. But
yeah, I know.
Yep.
Depending on where you're at in the process,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Oh well, props to you guys. That's a lot of work, but it's really incredible what you have done.
thanks.
Yeah. Okay, our next question is, why would people resent the robots that they own?
yeah, well, you do see. I don't know about resenting. They do mistreat them sometimes, obviously, and that's kind of, you do feel for them. On the other hand, you get the feeling that they've not, done what they should, or they've messed up in some way. So in episode 1, we open and we see like the poop shoveling mech, gets it on the lady, and so
Right.
maybe they have a reason to be upset. And then the guy
Right.
the mech ruins the guy's shoe, and so they've got a reason. But of course, people are harsh, and
Yeah.
again, that goes back to the idea that they're really not machines in the way we've presented them. They're more of like animals or
Yeah.
Yeah,
kids
they're
or something.
creatures who happen to be robotic. We just, in our kind of fantasy, we can treat them like they've got souls, and it feels wrong to mistreat them. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
people, we take out our frustration on inanimate objects all the time. Maybe it's just those of us with worse tempers, but but yeah, like, you've ever dealt with like a printer or any kind of appliance that is just insufferable. Sometimes you just want to
Yeah.
throw it on,
Just
throw
like,
it out.
come on. Yeah.
Give it. And
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted it to fully make sense that, why would you care about your dishwasher? Well, you wouldn't
Right.
really. But then you can see things, seeing the way they react, and you kind of feel things from there. So we wanted both things to kind of make sense at the same time.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always verbally abusing my appliances
Oh, good.
My
Help me. No,
computer.
just kidding.
and my computer.
Yeah.
Your poor computer. Now I'm going to look at my computer different
Yeah.
because of MechWest. I will say that first interaction, for those of you that haven't seen it, I won't spoil it, but that first interaction with Six and with Pearl, where like the arms come out, I was like, oh, my heart, like it's so cute. But kind of playing off that, I did feel like, I was like, oh my gosh, I like care about these little guys. And you mentioned, Noah, the souls. And that's actually our last question tonight was, does this show try to say that machines have souls? And can we talk a little bit about that? And I don't know, just how that came about.
Well, it's funny that this show, the inception came about long before the age of AI really dawned. So this suddenly has become a hot button thing, as we've made progress on the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like we're on the wrong side all of a sudden of this issue. I don't really particularly like AI in the slightest, but so really just see them as as animals or like how we it's less about them. It's more about like how do you treat other things and people and animals and stuff.
Exactly.
It's more about the effect on on you than the Mac.
Yeah, because going back to just the example of when I'm frustrated with my computer's not working or whatever, and I want to like swear at it or something. Like like the computer's not gonna her feelings won't be hurt, or if I insult ChatGPT, its feelings aren't hurt. But it's more about it does something inside your soul. I think that is probably not ideal, and it's better to be more patient, kind. That's kind of what Pearl exemplifies. Yeah. And what I think is a little bit of irony. I do think our show's ultimately like, because people are talking about like AI art that's coming up or whatever you want to call it. Not really real art, but ultimately our show is about, people in the other people of Meridian. They mistreat mechs, but they only value them for the utility they have, like you do your one job and just don't screw it up. And that's it. That's all you are. And Pearl's kind of suggesting she feels like maybe they have some kind of value beyond that. It's not just their utility, not purely the things that they can do for you. So I think that to me that feels like the only people who want to use AI art are people who don't value the process. They only value the utility of like I need something that looks passably artistic, and I need it right now with as little effort as possible. And so we're very much not on that side. We want to put effort into things.
We're very emphatically do not think that machines have souls, and that's not the message of MechWest at all.
I'd love to know what you're hoping that people will take away from MechWest when they see it.
Yeah, just like that. It's like a metaphor, for how we treat things, people and animals and stuff that we think are below us, whether it's, I don't know, some hourly worker in some environment or food service or an animal or something where we feel like we're above them in station. And that's kind of what the metaphor is, I think.
Yeah, I think it's natural to tie human value, whether it's our own or other people's, to what can we actually accomplish? What can we do? And I've felt that, it's like, am I being productive enough and stuff like that? And, not that productivity isn't useful and all that, it is, but that's not the measure of something's worth, basically. I think is one of the main takeaways from MechWest.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you for sharing that with me and with everybody at home. Well, this has been such a treat to get to spend some time with you guys this evening and get to know a little bit of the backstory behind MechWest. I'm so excited. If you haven't seen it, you guys at home, you need to watch it. It's so good. It's enjoyable, and it has a great message that, Dave and Noah have shared with us and what they're hoping that you'll get from it. So we'd love you to watch it. And if you already have, tell us in the comments what you thought. We'd love, love, love to read those and hear from you and what your experience was like with these first few episodes, or what you're excited for. That sneak peek has me so excited. So I might hop in the chat and talk with you about it. So let us know. Dave or Noah, is there anything else that you'd like to share with our viewers at home tonight before we close?
Yeah, we hope that hope you watch it, hope you enjoy it. We made it just so people for fun, just so people could enjoy it. Honestly, a lot of entertainment now is just made with a very different calculation, let's say, and for us, it's really about having fun, and so we hope you'll dive in.
Yeah, definitely. Just stay tuned. There's, we're ramping up. We're hoping to be able to start making episodes faster, and obviously we have so much story we want to tell. So definitely watch the episodes on Unangel and tell your friends about it. And can't wait to show you more.
Thank you guys so much again for joining us. This was such a treat to get to spend time with you. For those of you at home, keep an eye out on MechWest socials and Angel socials for more info on upcoming live streams and more info on MechWest's journey. We thank you for being here tonight. We've loved spending time with you at home as well. And you have a wonderful evening. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye.
It's great.